Okay, so it's Friday. I finished with work, and we moved 8,000 pounds of fence. These guys, they tore down 400 foot of fence and a big old wooden playground or plaything for kids, and they left it there, and we go pick it up. Usually the loads are not that big, but this is by far the biggest one, and it was 8,000 pounds. It took my trailer, and Danny filled his trailer up twice, which Danny's trailer holds 4,000 or 5,000. He did 3,006. Yeah, he did 3,000 and 3,000. I did 2,000. But I loaded my trailer by myself because they weren't there. But anyway, let's talk about poker last night. I went and, I did my original 160 buy-in, which I always do. And, I just did not catch any cards. And, you have to finesse yourself through these hands. So if you don't catch cards, you can maybe bet on a bluff, or, maybe one pair will get the job done. Hell, who knows? It just depends. This is cards and 10 people. 10 people. Why am I? 10 people. No limit hold'em. That's the craziest game ever. I mean, if you play any amount of time, you will see crazy ass shit happen. Sometimes it's in your favor, and sometimes it's not. You just gotta pick your spots and get it in there with the best. Because if you get it in there with the best, the odds are in your favor. But crazy shit happens all the time. I got into a hand last week where I had pocket aces. The guy across from me had pocket kings, and then the guy on the other side, down from me on my side, but down, he had pocket queens. And I went all in with like $500. This other guy had about 1,000, and this other dude had, the other guy with the queens had about 200. So we're looking at a $1,200 pot, which I have the best hand. But naturally, on the flop, which is the 3 community cards that hits the board first, the guy hits a king. So I'm, pretty much crushed. There's only 2 cards that I'm going to win with, and that's an ace or an ace. There's 2 left in the deck, so that's called a 2-outer. And naturally, I did not hit it. So if you're playing in a home game, they will offer you insurance. They will say, do you want to take insurance? And then 2 outs, there's a percentage. The insurance on 2 outs is like $50 for 500. So if you hit it, let's see. Oh yeah, $50 for 500. If you No, it was, yeah. If you hit it, you only got to pay on $50. Now, if you don't hit it, no, that's right. I'm sorry. There's no insurance on that. The guy with the kings gets the insurance. So he would take it, and if he took the full insurance, and I hit the ace, then he would get $500. And if I don't hit the ace and he wins the hand, he only has to pay $50 out of a $1,200 pot. So do you see what's going on there? So that's on home games, but in Killeen, at where I play at the All In Club, they don't do that. So anyway, this video is getting very long, but anyway, I sat there for 5 hours last night, 4 or 5 hours. I wasn't catching cards. I wasn't in the groove. Nothing was going my way. And I mean, I hung in there. I was winning pots, but little bitty ones, and hanging in there. And then I got to a hand where I had pocket tens, and the flop comes Jack 4-7, and I went all in. And this guy called me for 200, and he had a Jack, and he just had a Jack. None of his other card didn't pair the board. But on the turn, boom, 10 hits. And I hit trips, and then the river was a dud, so I won the hand, and I doubled up to 400. And then from 400, I took that to 1,100 when I cashed out. So I won 700 more after that. The most I was at was 1250, and then when I got to 1100, I cashed out. 2 o'clock in the morning. So it cost me $49 to play. I tipped $20 to each dealer, 60. So I won about 480, 500, give or take. And that's fine with me. Anything over, anything you walk out of there ahead is good, but 500 is good. But last week I started with 160 and I walked out with 1,003. So I won 870. I think I probably won about 800 that night because I probably give 70 for playing. 40 for playing and then $30 in tips or something like that. I tip a lot. I don't have to, but I do. Anyway, that's it. I love playing. I wish I could do it for a living, but I'm very lucky, very blessed. Peace.